Marcus texted me yesterday. The finance guy. The one who took me to Carbone and then mansplained my entire career to me over a $400 plate of spicy rigatoni. He sends me this article about women and money with the caption, "This made me think of you." Not like a sweet thing, like a "here's proof you're financially illiterate" thing. And I open it, and it's one of those Forbes pieces about how women are bad at investing, and we need to be more aggressive and whatever. And I'm on my couch with my second glass of Chardonnay at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday thinking, okay, Marcus, you're not completely wrong that women are statistically behind, but also, maybe we're behind because men like you keep writing condescending articles instead of just explaining how any of this actually works. Anyway, I blocked him. Again. For real this time. But it got me thinking about why so many of us are actually stuck financially. And I'm not talking about the wage gap or student loans or the fact that a one-bedroom in Crown Heights costs more than my parents' mortgage. I'm talking about the quiet stuff. The stuff nobody wants to say because it sounds mean. So I'm going to say it. I'm Sophia. I'm not a financial advisor, just someone who's been in the broke girl with a good job cycle long enough to see the pattern. And if your situation's different, do your own research or talk to a real professional. But here's what I've noticed. We stay broke because we treat money like it's a feeling instead of a tool. I'm guilty of this. I've bought a $300 jacket because I had a bad week at work and I deserved it. I've gone to brunch 4 Sundays in a row because my friends were going and I didn't want to be the one who said no. I've kept subscriptions I forgot existed because canceling them felt like admitting I wasted money. We spend emotionally, and then we're shocked when the math doesn't work at the end of the month. And here's what nobody tells you. Spending emotionally doesn't actually make you feel better. It makes you feel better for like 6 hours, and then you open your bank app and the panic comes back worse. Because now you're still stressed about work, or your ex, or whatever was bothering you. And you're stressed about money. You just added a second problem. That jacket didn't fix anything. It just looked really good on you while you spiraled. The second reason we stay broke is we're waiting. Waiting for the right time to start investing. Waiting until we pay off the credit card. Waiting until we make more money. Waiting until we understand it better. I did this for years. I had this idea that investing was something you did after you figured out all your other money stuff first. Like you had to graduate from being broke before you were allowed to build wealth. Which is insane when you say it out loud, but that's genuinely how it felt. So we wait, and meanwhile, time is just passing, and compound interest is out there doing its thing for everybody else. And we're on the sidelines like, we're going to join later, when we're ready. Except later never comes. There's always another reason to wait. Another bill, another emergency, another thing that feels more urgent than your future. And the third thing, this is the one that really pisses me off, is that we're scared of looking stupid. We don't ask questions because we think we should already know. We don't open a brokerage account because we're worried we're going to mess it up. We don't talk to our friends about money because what if they're doing better and now we look broke? So we stay quiet and we stay stuck, and we let the fear of being judged keep us from learning anything. I didn't open my Fidelity account until I was 26 because I was terrified I was going to accidentally lose all my money. Like, I thought if I clicked the wrong button, my entire savings would just disappear into the void. Which is not how it works, but nobody told me that. I had to figure it out myself after months of reading Reddit threads at midnight and watching YouTube videos, and finally just saying, screw it, and opening the account anyway. So here's the fix. And it's not sexy, it's not a hack, it's not some secret rich people are hiding from you. It's just math and consistency and doing the thing even when it feels small and pointless. You need to get $10,000 invested. That's the number. $10K sitting in index funds, doing absolutely nothing except growing. Not in your savings account where it's going to earn you $12 a year. Not in your checking account where you're going to spend it on a girls' trip to Miami. in the actual market, in something like VOO or VTI, just boring index funds that track the entire economy. Because here's what happens when you hit $10,000 invested. It starts working for you. If the market does its average thing, that $10K turns into about $11,000 in a year without you doing anything. You didn't work overtime for that extra $1,000. You didn't sell stuff on Depop. You didn't pick up a side hustle. You just let the money sit there, and it grew. And that's the moment your brain clicks, and you realize, oh, this is what people mean when they say make your money work for you. This is what wealth actually is. And once you see it happen once, you can't unsee it. You start thinking differently. You start looking at your paycheck and thinking, okay, how much of this can I move into investments instead of how much can I spend before the next paycheck comes? You start caring about your allocation and your expense ratios. You become the kind of person who has money instead of the kind of person who makes money and then watches it disappear. So how do you actually get there? You automate it. You set up a recurring transfer from your checking account into your brokerage account every single payday. $50, $100, $200, whatever you can do without making your life miserable. And you don't touch it. You don't check it every day. You don't panic sell when the market dips. You just let it build. If you can put away $200 a month, you hit $10K in about 4 years. If you can do $300 a month, you hit it in under 3 years. And yeah, that feels like forever when you're sitting here wanting results right now. But the time's going to pass anyway. You're going to be 4 years older whether you invest or not. The only question is whether you're going to be 4 years older with $10,000 working for you, or 4 years older still waiting for the right time to start. And look, I know this sounds simple, and maybe you're thinking, Sophia, I already know this. Everybody knows this. Why are you acting like this is some big revelation? But knowing it and doing it are two completely different things. Most of us know we should be investing. We're just not doing it. We're spending emotionally, we're waiting for later, and we're letting fear keep us stuck. So this is me telling you the same way I wish someone had told me 5 years ago. Open the account today. Set up the auto transfer today. Start with whatever you can, even if it's $20, because $20 invested is infinitely better than $0 invested. And then just let time do its thing. That's the whole game. That's the 10K fix. It's not magic. It's just math and patience and finally deciding you're done staying broke.